Everyone thinks saving your first $1,000 is about being rich or having a huge income. But here's the truth. The people who save their first $1,000 fastest are not the ones with the biggest salaries. They are the ones who understand one simple secret. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how quietly you change your life. This is not a motivational speech. This is a map. A real step-by-step map that anyone can use, no matter if you live in New York, Auckland, London, or Berlin. You don't need a six-figure job. You don't need crypto to explode. You just need a plan and the willingness to start small. Today, you'll learn 1. The exact mindset shift that makes saving $1,000 possible. 2. The 3 hidden leaks that steal your money every month. 3. The simple, proven system to turn your savings into a habit. 4. Real stories of people who saved their first $1,000 and what they did differently. This is not about becoming rich tomorrow. It's about becoming safe today.
Before we talk numbers, let's talk meaning. Think about your first $1,000. What does it actually mean? For many people, it's just a number. But for the people who get it, it's freedom. It's the ability to say, I can handle a surprise. I can pay for medicine. I can fix my car. I can breathe. Saving your first $1,000 is not impressive on social media. It doesn't get you likes, but it changes your life. Psychologists call this financial security. And the beautiful part, once you have that first $1,000, you start to think differently. You stop making decisions out of fear. You start making decisions out of choice. The first $1,000 is not about wealth. It's about peace. Let's talk about money, but not where you think. Most people think they don't have money to save. But the truth is, you probably do have money. You just don't see where it's going. There are 3 invisible leaks that steal thousands from your wallet every year. And once you fix them, saving $1,000 becomes shockingly easy. You say, I don't spend much. But let's check. Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, gym membership you don't use. 2 streaming services you forgot you signed up for. Random apps with monthly payments. In the USA, Australia, and Europe, the average person quietly spends between $150 and $300 a month on subscriptions they barely use. That's $1,800 to $3,600 a year. All of it gone, like water through a cracked pipe. The fix? Go to your bank app, search subscription, write down every payment, cancel the ones you don't actively use. You don't need to quit everything, just the noise. Even saving $50 a month from this alone gives you $600 in 1 year. That's more than half of your first $1,000. The second leak is louder. It's the money you spend when you're tired, stressed, or lonely. You come home after a long day. You're exhausted. You open your phone, you see a deal. 50% off. Limited time. You click. You buy. The next day, you wonder why you did that. This is emotional spending. And it's not about the item, it's about the feeling. In the USA and UK, studies show that over 60% of people make at least one emotional purchase a month. That small $40 purchase becomes $480 a year, then $1,000 in 2 years. All gone. Here's the fix. The 24-hour rule. When you want to buy something non-essential, wait 24 hours. Not forever, just 24 hours. Most of the time, the urge fades. You realize you didn't need it. You didn't even like it all that much. Now you saved $1,000 without even trying. The third leak is the one people ignore the most. It's the bills you pay without thinking. Phone plan, internet, insurance, car payment, utilities. You pick a plan when you're young or stressed, then you never change it, so you pay the same price for 5, 10 years. In Australia, the average person pays 20-30% more on their phone and internet than they actually need to. In the USA, insurance premiums can be 40% higher just because you didn't compare. That's hundreds, sometimes thousands a year. The fix? Once a year, sit down. Compare your phone plan. Compare your insurance. Compare your internet. Call the company. Ask, am I on the best plan for my usage? You don't need to be tricky, just curious. That curiosity can save you $300, $600, $1,000 a year. And now, with 3 leaks fixed, saving $1,000 is not a dream. It's math. Now let's build the system, the one that makes saving $1,000 automatic. You don't need to track every cent. You don't need to be perfect. You just need a simple rule.
Classic finance advice says 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for the future. But for saving your first $1,000, we tweak it. You don't need perfection, you need a starting point. So here's the rule. Every time money hits your account, split it into 3 buckets. Life, rent, food, transport, essential bills. Fun, small joys, but limited. Future, your savings. And here's the trick. The future bucket is not optional. It's automatic. If you earn $2,000 a month, make $200 go to savings immediately. If you earn $1,500, make $150 go. If you earn $1,000, make $100 go. It doesn't matter how small. It matters that it happens. Because $100 a month equals $1,200 in 12 months. $150 a month equals $1,800 in 12 months. $200 a month equals $2,400 in 12 months. You don't need to be rich. You just need to be consistent. Now, let's make it personal. Don't just save to a number. Save to a story. Write down 3 goals. 1. Emergency. $1,000 for real life. Medical bills, car repair, job loss. 2. Dream. A trip, a course, a gadget, a small experience. 3. Freedom. A longer-term goal. Maybe a house, a business, or just more options. Your first $1,000 is for the emergency bucket. That's your safety net. That's your peace. When you save for a goal, your brain stops fighting you. It starts helping you. Because now, saving is not punishment. It's preparation. Let me tell you about 3 people. Not millionaires, not influencers. Just normal people. Emma, 22, in Auckland. She worked part-time at a cafe, earned about $1,200 a month. She thought she couldn't save, but she did one thing. She canceled 2 subscriptions she didn't use, she waited 24 hours before buying anything online, and she set up an automatic transfer of $100 a month. In 10 months, she had $1,000. She didn't get rich, but when her friend's car broke down, Emma could help. When her own laptop died, she didn't panic. She just paid for it. That $1,000 changed how she felt about life. Liam, 29, a nurse in London. He was good at his job, but money was tight. He worked 2 shifts, but still worried about bills. He started by calling his phone provider and switching to a cheaper plan. He saved $30 a month just from that. He also stopped buying lunch every day, just cooked at home twice a week, saved another $40 a month. That's $70 a month. He put it all into a separate savings account. In 15 months, he had over $1,000. He didn't need to double his income. He just needed to stop the leaks. Carlos, 34, driving a truck in Texas. Long hours, lonely nights. He thought saving was impossible, but he noticed something. Every time he was stressed, he bought snacks, energy drinks, small things. He started tracking those small purchases. After 1 month, he realized he was spending $120 a month on them. He cut that by half. He also canceled a gym membership he never used. Another $40. That's $160 a month he didn't spend. He put it into savings. In 7 months, he had over $1,000. Carlos didn't need a miracle. He just needed to notice the small things. These 3 people are not heroes. They're just ordinary. But they understood something. Saving $1,000 is not about having more. It's about using what you already have differently. Let's look at the numbers. In the USA, the average household spends about $600 a month on non-essential items. Subscriptions, dining out, online shopping, small purchases. That's $7,200 a year. If you cut that by just 25%, you save $1,800 a year. That's enough to save $1,000 in less than 7 months. In Australia, the average person spends around $200 a month on subscriptions and unused services. That's $2,400 a year. Cutting half of that gives you $1,200. Again, your first $1,000 in under a year. In the UK and Europe, studies show that over 60% of people have less than $1,000 in savings. That means the majority of people are one emergency away from panic. But the math shows that with the same small changes, most of them could save $1,000 in 6 to 12 months. You don't need to change your life. You just need to change your habits. Saving your first $1,000 is not about becoming rich. It's about becoming safe. It's about knowing that if something goes wrong, you can handle it. It's about knowing that you are not one mistake away from panic. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be extreme. You just need to start. Cancel one subscription.
Wait 24 hours before buying. Compare one bill. Set up one automatic transfer. Do these 4 things, and in less than a year, you'll have your first $1,000. Not on social media, but in your life. If this helped you, don't just watch and leave. Write down one change you'll make today. One. Just one. And then do it. Because your first $1,000 is not waiting for you to be rich. It's waiting for you to start.